Hello soulmates, welcome back to my channel once again. This is Sew with Pivot. So today's tutorial is going to be a very quick one, how to make a DIY bag. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, share to other sew lovers. Thank you so much. Let's get started. Now to make this, I made use of this half yard of crepe fabric. So this fabric measures 14 inches in width and 43 inches in length. Okay, so you can go ahead to serge or weave the edge of those fabric, all the edges. But I went ahead to sew since I cannot serge. So I sewed all the 4 edges, and then this is what we have after sewing. So I'm going to basically fold it into 2 so I can just get my midpoint. And then this is my midpoint, so I'm marking it out. So I'm going to use my fingers to make a gathers at that point. Then I'll cross it over like this so that I can just tie it. After tying it, I went ahead to adjust it, okay, so that it can stay in place. And then this is what we have. So the next thing I'm going to do is to come down by 5 inches. So I marked out 5 inches on all sides. That's from that center point where we already tied. So I marked 5 inches. Then I'll do so on this side also. So after doing that, I'm going to bring this side and this other side together like this, and then we go ahead and sew from that 5 inches point all the way down. Then I'll do the same thing to the other side. So after sewing, this is what we have. So I'll hold it at the midpoint like this and open it up, and then we go ahead and close this bottom part. So we'll sew it. So on this side, I'm going to go up by 1 inch, 1 inches up, and then 1 inches on the side too. So I'll do it on these 2 sides, and then I'm going to go ahead to just form a slant. So I'll just slant it, and then we sew at that point. Sew here and sew here, and then this is what we have. So after sewing, I went ahead to notch it so that it can stay in place. So I'm going to turn it over so you will see what it looks like. Like, this is actually a very simple DIY tutorial. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is to go ahead and make our bow tie so that we can add it here. Now this our bow tie piece measures 14 inches in length and then 11 inches in width. So I'm going to fold it into 2. So we fold it into 2 like this, and then we go ahead and sew. So I'm going to sew these 3 edges together. Then for the piece to tie the bow tie, this is what I have. It measures 5 inches in length and then 2 inches in width. So I also fold it into 2, and then I will sew. And this is my bow tie. I already sewed it. So I'm going to use my scissors to make a notch at that center point, and then I will turn it over. However, if you want your bow tie to stay in place, like to have stamina, you can go ahead to add paper stitch. So basically for me, I just used this my crepe fabric like that. So this is a very soft crepe anyway. So this is what we have. So I'll go ahead and form a gathers at the midpoint, and then I'm going to use my thread to hold it in place, which is what I am basically doing here. So after holding it in place with the thread, so I'm going to introduce that piece that we went ahead to sew. Okay, so this is the piece, and I went ahead to turn it over. Then I'm just going to place it there, and I'm going to sew. After sewing, I'll go ahead to cut off the excess, because definitely it's going to have excess. So go ahead and sew, and then cut off the excess, and then this is what we have. So now I'm going to place it on my bag, and then we go ahead and tack, or you can stitch on it. So you can just, I basically stitched on the 4 edges, but you can go ahead and stitch just these top edges, but I did my own at the 4 places so that it can stay in place. And then this is our bag. You can see I went ahead to put a radio inside. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, okay? Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.